say that like that.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan. Okay, I will ooze wherever I like.
This one drink that's not even bad, you won't drink, and I'm confused. I am in anger.
Good for you guys. I don't watch a lot of movies. I go outside. Okay?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Too Many Words podcast. I am your host, Isaac William Joseph, and I gotta clear my throat. And right across the way from me is my best friend, Jordan Van Cleve. How you doing, buddy?
Was that an evil laugh or was that a throat? Like, clear. Jesus.
It's very efficient.
I mean, you definitely intentionally made it sound a little different too. I know that much, but you know. All right. Well, I'm all right. I'm all right. I've been pretty much home alone for like the past 4 or 5 days.
Hey, 'tis the season. Home Alone. It's like
yeah. Okay.
I came back and it's all snow. What the heck's up with that?
Yeah, you came back. Where were you at?
I guess, yeah. Okay. So, it is 11:06 p.m., December 2nd, on a Tuesday night. We are recording so late, and the answer to his question, it's all the same. You clicked on the title, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail, you saw whatever. You know what this is. It's going to be very atypical, segment schmegments. But
that is certainly a word to say on the podcast. Yeah.
What is
You should probably stop saying it, friend.
Okay. What is that?
It's the crud that gets in your
Oh, never mind. Ew. Okay. James, maybe, up to you, James. Blurt that out. Or, not blurt it out. Bleep that out if you want.
He really appreciated my little present for him, too.
What are you talking about?
The little dude picture.
Oh, yeah.
He liked it.
Yeah, he's cool. We love James. Thank you, our editor, James.
Hopefully, this is the first episode you see this on. You see it on, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, are we using that?
What? So that's gonna be his essentially like his cartoon version of himself. Whenever he says something through edits like
Gotcha.
that'll pop up.
Cool. We're gonna talk about that after the show.
Why?
It's okay. It's not a big deal.
Okay. This is something we've been talking about doing.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that after the show. Anyways, yeah, I just came back literally this morning. I woke up in San Diego, California, and I spent lunch in Denver, and finally finishing my connect flights from Denver to Des Moines, in which my day started at 70 degrees. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And
It's a lot warmer than it is here.
It's going to end at like 27?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's probably get colder than that even tonight.
But I'm actually kind of excited. I've been waiting for a cool breeze when I open up these windows, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say for you, since you're in the living room, just be careful, The thermostat's right there.
Landlord and savior might kill me.
Yeah, but also the thermostat's right there, so.
Yeah, that's true. I'll fix it. I'll put it down first.
Well, I meant like the temperature probe is in the thermostat, so like if it gets cold in here, it's going to start cranking that freaking heat, and it's going to get really hot everywhere else.
Okay. I'll put a space heater on that thing. Yeah.
And just do what Jeezy says, just turn it off.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, let me just finally get into it. I took the nephew, Tyrion, the famous Tyrion, to War Games. Survivor Series War Games. You know, we had such a good time from the Royal Rumble. I was like, well, the Royal Rumble is like one of my favorite events throughout the year. Why don't I go to my other favorite event of the year, which is War Games, Survivor Series War Games. I like, those are the two PLEs, two events that I like more than WrestleMania.
It's crazy that those are like the War Games. What was the other name you called it?
Well, it's Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
Parentheses, War Games.
Survivor Series. Like, you say that's like one of your favorites. I didn't even know that one existed before you went on, before like this year.
So Survivor Series has been around since the 80s, but Survivor Series with the installment of War Games has only been around for like 3 years.
I only knew about Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Money in the Bank.
And because of, actually before that, War Games was more of like an NXT thing. And, well, even before that, it was a Dusty Rhodes idea, actually.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I think you mentioned that to me, yeah?
Yeah. And actually, that's another element for why I love it so much. I also love the theme song that they've been doing for it. It seems like this is like the theme song that they'll stick with every single year until something better comes along, which I don't see why it would. But War Pigs by Black Sabbath,
It's great.
that goes hard.
Great
You know,
song.
you get the whole camouflage aesthetic. That's dope. You know, just about every year it's, you know, good guys coming together and joining forces against a greater evil of a big bad team, you know? I love that, you know, like Avengers Assemble type stuff, right? I love everything about it. And with all of that said, the Rumble trip was better. The Rumble trip was better. But that's not to say it was a bad trip at all, okay? Dreams came true.
Into consideration some of the other things you did while you were there
No.
that weren't necessarily related to
So-
wrestling, but
so-
also were?
So, okay, when you isolate the experience of the show itself, Rumble was better. Simply because Jey Uso winning the Rumble made people cry. No reason to cry.
It made
at
people
this
cry
event.
for sad tears and happy tears.
Oh, absolutely, dude. It was an absolutely magical time, and I look back on it fondly.
Because some people were really upset that you did.
But Tyrion and I both walked away being like, yeah, that was cool. That was fun. What a privilege it was to see War Games in person. What a privilege it was to do it at a baseball field. What a privilege it was to be one of the 40,000 people that they can say, we saw the second to last match that John Cena will ever wrestle.
You could just say that the last War Games John Cena ever did.
The last PLE, last pay-per-view that he ever did. Because he's got one more showing, and that's for Saturday night's main event. And that's more of like a special, not like a pay-per-view.
Main event.
Yeah, it's kind of like a retro 90s kind of thing. But
Main event.
yeah, you get it. But I don't want to sell it short right off the gate. It was an amazing trip. I'd probably say about a 9 out of 10 trip, 8 out of 10 trip, right? Because if the Royal Rumble is a 10 out of 10 trip, then it's definitely an 8 out of 10 trip. And let's do this chronologically. Jordan style chronologically.
Yeah.
Unless you got questions.
I'll ask questions as you go.
Okay, cool. So this is actually the first time that Tyrion was flying,
Yeah.
and homie took it like a champ.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's technically been on 4 flights, literally been on 4 flights because of connections. 4 takeoffs, 4 landings. Giga easy for him. Walk in the park for this guy. Homie fell asleep on the last one before we took off.
Nice.
Fell asleep through the takeoff.
Nice.
Crazy, right?
That was crazy.
Yeah. And it actually gave me a really good opportunity to just think about things, but I'm getting way too ahead of myself. But yeah, we took literally all Wednesday traveling. Didn't get to...
Let me know when you finish your first day.
Okay. Didn't get to San Diego until 7:40. Brett picked us up. Cousin Brett, I'll be mentioning him and his girlfriend Marissa all throughout this story.
Cool guy. I'd love to meet him sometime.
Very clutch, very awesome, very supportive, very helpful, very kind, loving, and awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I cannot thank you enough, for real. You guys helped in more ways than one. But yeah, he picked us up from the airport, took us to a Mexican restaurant. We got burritos.
Real quick. Turns out I might have an extra week of vacation this year. We should do an Arizona trip and well, I guess, never mind. That doesn't really make sense.
Did you say this year? Because I ain't doing
this
anything.
fiscal year.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Why Arizona?
Never mind. After saying that, I realized it doesn't really make sense. We should do a trip where we visit your cool family.
Why my cool family? Why not your cool family?
Because, A, I already did that. B, you said the last time you went out to see them, and when everyone met in Arizona for the funeral, that, people were like, why didn't you bring Jordan?
Yeah, you are attached to my hip, kind of.
Some of them were like, I kind of want to meet this Jordan fella, you know? I'm like, wow, am I famous?
Well, here's the tricky thing. My cousins and uncles are spread literally all across the country.
That's why I said after I said Arizona, it made no sense.
Because those direct few, we only met in Arizona because the person that was dying lived in Arizona, right? But cousin Brett lived in San Diego. That's why we decided to go. Actually, this has been part of the plan since basically the Rumble, honestly, because it was like Royal Rumble, check, right? That leaves War Games. Lord knows that I will never afford a WrestleMania until I'm a fully blown successful writer and director, and they just invite me to be one of the celebrities at ringside, right? And so that's the only way I get to WrestleMania. But War Games, I told myself if it's in a city that makes sense, I'll do it. And when I was with Brett in Arizona for that exact occasion, that got announced. I was like, Brett, we needed to talk. And so, yeah, he took me to a cool restaurant. Tierney and I, we both got burritos. He took us to the hotel. Very short first day. And we went to bed in the hotel. And, yeah, that was the first day. You got any questions?
Were you guys thirsty at all at that first day at the hotel?
Thirsty. Why do you ask?
Because I think it's time to get them lips wet.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
That's called a segue, baby. Okay. You know what? That was pretty good, all right?
That's a little bit more of a forced segue, but yeah. Yeah, I guess before we get too deep in the weeds of the story, let's do this week's Get Them Lips Wet, bubba. What is this week's Get Them Lips Wet, Jordan?
Kiwi Berry Prime Hydration Drink. It looks like, never mind, I'm not going to say what it looks like.
It looks like coconut water because it is 10% coconut water, Jordan. And, you know, I don't subscribe to Prime, really. I'm not a big Prime fan.
Honestly, I like the variety of flavors. Like, they're unique and they're not, none of them are, like, bad, I don't think.
Right.
I do think the Prime Energy is better. So like it has a little bit more oomph with it. And
Prime Energy is dangerous, or at least the first iteration of it.
I think the first iteration was it.
Like it's like OG Four Loco.
Almost, yeah, you know, yeah. OG Four Loco. Oh. Honestly,
but they did fix their stuff. But I don't know. I just feel like it's really been adopted by just kids. This drink is. It's definitely not an adult's first choice, I don't think. But Prime, it's got a cool aesthetic. I do really like how they keep on coming out with new flavors. They got a Patrick Mahomes flavor that I will never try. Screw that guy. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He's a nice guy,
The
though.
Raiders fan in me came out. He is a nice guy. Okay, it's okay. But this week, kiwi berry. Let's try this. But yeah, like I said, 10% coconut water. It's got B vitamins, antioxidants, and 835 millivanillies of electrolytes, baby. So, motion in the ocean, man. It's going to be feeling good.
Okay.
Yeah. Jordan gives himself butt massages every night at 11:30. So we got to be that's now, isn't it?
What?
Never mind. Why does this drink smell like, oh my gosh? Bro, get this away from me. It smells like armpits.
What?
That smells like armpits.
Are you okay?
I might not be. I just smelled myself. It's not myself.
That does not smell like armpits.
You know what? We might be running into another thing. Remember that Viking-themed energy drink that we tried?
Yeah.
And I said that smelled like BO? Maybe this has got a lot of the similar ingredients. There's got to be something that my nose picks up that it just registers differently than you.
I think you should try that.
I'm so open to it tasting better than it smells.
I do think you're wild for saying it smells like armpits.
It does smell
Armpits
like
just smell like
armpits.
onions, dude. Come on.
As a moment of silence passes. Okay, I can get down with that one more time.
I really liked that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I really liked that.
Okay.
I need at least one more drink.
It's very subtle, I like to think, actually. It does smell like armpits, though. I will still admit that.
That's good. That's really good. I don't know why, but it's making me think of Kool-Aid so hard.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Like-
making me think of Capri Sun.
I think I can kind of get that too.
Yeah. And now that I say Capri Sun, it smells less like armpits, more like Capri Sun.
That's weird. All right. That's really good. I really like that.
I need more than Joyce Jordan to smell this drink. I severely think it smells like armpits. If you go into that thinking it smells like
No,
armpits...
because I thought the Viking one smelled like musty old men.
Right? That's so
It definitely
weird.
did. That one does not.
Oh, man.
If you don't want the rest of that, I will take it.
Yeah, you can take it.
That's probably like a solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Anyways.
What do you think?
7.
So 7.5 averaging?
Sure. That is a drink I would probably drink again.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I'd buy it again, but I'd drink it again.
I like that a lot.
You'd probably buy it again.
Honestly, I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay. So it's a 7.75.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that. We're bad at math around here. But yeah, our first real day in San Diego was Thanksgiving. And honestly...
You probably had an awesome Thanksgiving.
Oh my God,
Like,
bro.
I am legitimately
gosh.
jealous, actually.
Really?
My Thanksgiving was... Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, it was awesome because I got to spend it with my sister. I don't get to spend any time with my sister. I spent the whole day with my sister.
Like, hey,
that was
that's fun.
cool. I got to see my dad again. I love seeing
Hey,
my
that's the
dad.
point of Thanksgiving.
But, like, the food was... Yeah.
Okay. So listen.
Old white people.
So I had the privilege.
Old skinny white people.
I had the privilege of being surrounded by not white people for Thanksgiving.
Privilege.
Seriously. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I don't want to mislead people when I say it was a Hispanic Thanksgiving. I was at a Hispanic household, but 100% of the Thanksgiving food there was traditional Thanksgiving food. So you had the turkey, You had, those. Okay, so they had some fringe dishes, which is like mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is a pretty common thing.
It's becoming more common, yeah, for sure.
I think it's really common in the Midwest.
That's for sure.
I feel like it's not as common in, say, somewhere like California.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what they do really. But I found out. Okay, I tell you what. They had mashed potatoes and baked potatoes. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
It seems kind of redundant, but all right.
They had appetizers, too. So they had, like, charcuterie boards and chips and dip. They had their homemade spicy dip.
Charcuterie board.
Yep,
That's
yep.
my specialty.
What else did they have for appetizers? They had crackers. They had...
Speaking of Thanksgiving food.
The works.
I'm okay with my actual Thanksgiving being kind of bland because my Friendsgiving is going to be sick. Sick.
Oh, you're still doing that?
Yeah, it's on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Which, by the way, don't consume any of the stuff in the fridge.
That's in there right now?
There's like a lot of soda bottles and like 2-liter soda bottles. And there's like some other things.
Okay. 10-4. Anyways. But yeah, you had a whole smorgasbord. You had cranberry sauce. You had deviled eggs. I warned them. I was like, hey, I can ruin a Thanksgiving eating all the deviled eggs. And they're like, oh, you're fine. I've never had deviled eggs with bacon bits in it.
What?
Yeah.
How?
It's never been a thing in my household. Best deviled eggs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. That might beat out the spicy deviled eggs.
It's crazy because like I kind of think I'm losing my taste for deviled eggs.
I mean, deviled eggs, it's either a sharp or subtle taste anyways.
I don't know.
Unless you're talking about like disliking them over time now.
Disliking them over time or something. Because like the last few times I've seen them, like I don't want to eat that.
Your taste buds change every 6 months.
It's like...
Not
it's not even like a taste buds thing. It's more like I look at it and it looks gross.
Oh. Are you... Serious question. Are you a chicken?
No.
Oh, then I don't know. You okay? I'll let you think. Anyways, yeah, just had about basically everything that you'd think would be at a Thanksgiving. It was prepared differently. Not in like the super like stereotypical Hispanic way, you racist person thinking that right now. I'm kidding. They're not racist, hopefully.
It just actually had flavor.
It was just really well done food.
Yeah. Like,
it's turkey, but good. Dude, the juice was spitting on them.
That's what happens when you actually baste your turkeys.
Right?
And, like,
Dude, they had to wipe off the cutting board after they cut that thing out. That was crazy, dude. Very good.
Like, I love my grandma. She's great. Driest turkey.
Dude, that thing had to be out for 6 hours before that thing got dry. For real, man. But I think my favorite dish there was the cornbread. And they were really hyping up the cornbread, too. So they probably know that that's like one of their better dishes, too. Dude, so there was Brett, Marissa's girlfriend, Brett's girlfriend, Marissa. We were at her sister and brother-in-law's house. And there was her mom and her mom's mom and her brother-in-law's mom and then a bunch of siblings, right? Marissa has like approximately 12 and a half brothers. There was a lot of them, I'd like to think. But, dude, some of them were so cool. And let me just lay this out for you, okay? Let me just lay this out for you. The reason why we're talking about Thanksgiving so much on a Survivor Series trip episode is because it was just such a good time and such a significant experience. Let me just explain.
I mean, it was part of it, in my opinion. So
yeah, it was part of the trip. I thank God that I had family in San Diego for this trip because of Thanksgiving. That made it that was so good.
It made the entire trip a lot more special.
Yeah, it did. From front to back, it was cool.
Yeah.
But think about this. I was in California, at a Hispanic household, and you're about to catch on what I was going to what I was telling you about, texting you about. At a Hispanic household, surrounded by food and family, and the dad of the house was talking about cars.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And he's a mechanic for the family, and he was talking to a few other people about cars. And I was like, am I in a Fast and Furious movie right now? Because we literally had Thanksgiving in the backyard with porch lights on and stuff. I'm like, dude, it's the
It was
end of-
outside?
Yeah.
I can't even fathom. Like, I can't even, like,
Dude.
that's incomprehensible.
Do you know
for
how
me.
many times they looked at me and they're like, bet you couldn't do this over at your house? Nope.
No.
It's 27 degrees over there right now. So, no. That happened a few times at that dinner. Oh, bet you can't do this in Iowa right now. Nope.
No.
Not at all. But I was like, I feel like I'm in a Fast and Furious
I'd
movie.
still take this over that any day of the week, though.
I need snow with the holidays.
Yeah.
I really do. So,
It's the wrong holiday.
yeah.
Although it didn't start snowing until after Thanksgiving, so.
Yeah. I mean, Thanksgiving, that's more like fall.
Yeah.
You know. But anyways, I mentioned this to them, and then we all just start talking about cars, and we all just start talking about the Fast and Furious movies, and we had a really good conversation and all this cool stuff. And let me tell you what, we're going to get a little bit off the rails a little bit here, but I promise I won't talk about it for too long. So, as the time goes on... Oh, wait, no. There's a reason why I brought up the brothers. Let me talk about this cornbread a little bit longer. Are you ready, Jordan?
Which part of California were you in?
San Diego.
San Diego. Okay, so the Fast and Furious house is in Los Angeles.
Yes, it is. It's in Los Angeles, yes. Yes, I knew I was in the wrong city, but it was close enough for me.
Yeah. It's still Cali, though. Right on there by the ocean.
Yeah, 2 hours south of L.A.
Yeah.
Actually. Like an hour and a half, actually. But, so, dude, they were talking about the cornbread, and they brought it out, and I was like, ooh, that does look good. And this guy had to be like 20. It was one of my, like, it was one of Marissa's younger brothers. His words, not mine. He talks up behind me. He's like, yeah, that's that black people cornbread.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? I'm like, oh, really?
I have a cornbread recipe that I've adapted over time.
Really? Dude, I can always get down with some good cornbread, you know? But yeah, they weren't even done when they pulled it out. After that, they poured a mixture on top of it.
Was it honey?
It was honey, butter, and salt
Yeah.
that they melted together and just like icing.
See, the most recent altercation that I did to my personal recipe was Mike's Hot Honey on the top.
Dude. Mike's Hot Honey was there for the appetizers. Yeah, put it on a cracker.
Nice. It's good
They're
stuff.
cultured over there, man.
It's really good stuff.
Cultured. But yeah, long story short, it was a great Thanksgiving. They're like, you're welcome to come back next year. I'm like, I think if I did that, my mom would kill me.
I mean, you could go by yourself.
I could, but I think my mom would be so pissed that I'm spending Thanksgiving with almost not my family. Oh man, I will miss it. I swear to you, bro, I'm gonna be thinking about this Thanksgiving next Thanksgiving. I promise you. If I'm not there again, oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, it was good. It was so good, dude. They heard that I was worried about finances because of the whole freaking $300 deposit at the hotel. By the way, crazy. The whole issues with the rental car, the whole sudden expense here, sudden expense there, all these issues were my finances. Bro, what had originally started with a $2,000 budget turned into a $1,600 budget. And then I'm like, well, damn, I'm lucky if I'm at $1,300. Then it was suddenly $1,200. And then after this and this and this and this, I walked in to the trip with $850.
Nice.
Not nice.
Yeah.
And then the hotel took $300. So trust me, I was worried about expenses. Someone somewhere informed someone somewhere at that dinner. Bro, I went home with 6 to-go boxes of Thanksgiving food. They're like, yeah, eat this throughout your trip.
Saved a lot of money on food.
It did. Especially when, like, every morning, almost every morning of the trip, it was like, all right, Tyrion, get showered, get your clothes on, eat this Thanksgiving leftover, because it's going to be a minute before we can go get food again. Super easy. Yeah. Made it awesome.
Yeah.
Made it real clutch, dude. And that was one of the many reasons why Brett and Marissa were super helpful. I got into an hour-and-a-half conversation with Peter. He is the owner of the house.
Oh, okay.
After a few libations.
Peter.
After a few libations, the conversation accidentally turned into a conversation about faith.
Yeah.
And do you know what, dude? I get so excited when someone's like, yeah, man, there's just some questions that I've always had that nobody has ever been able to answer for me.
James has some of those.
And, dude, apparently, like, we had a good conversation, and he let me know about it. He told me like 5 times throughout the conversation, I really appreciate this conversation. Don't think that I'm an a-hole, okay? I promise I'm having a good time. Because it was a little bit debatey. But, like, he really appreciated that I gave him the time of day. Because apparently, for so many years, people didn't. You know? And I just constantly am in a state of thankfulness that God gives me opportunities like that. You know? I wish I gave him my number like he asked, but I was going to wait till he sobered up the next day to see if he still wanted it. You know? Not want to have those one of those moments where he wakes up, oh God, who's this? Why did I get a text that says Isaac? You know? But that was really special, and I hope we can meet again. And that's actually one of the reasons why I want to go back for Thanksgiving. But I definitely don't think that was my last time in San Diego by any means.
Oh, no.
At the frick all, wrestling related or not. But yeah, that's the Thanksgiving arc of this episode. Let's move on to Friday. And Friday was, you know, basically the launch of all the wrestling festivities. Wrestling fans are so crazy. The Superstore opens up Friday, 10 a.m.
Well, I saw posts about it.
Cool. What post? I made a lot of posts.
Not from you.
Oh, sick.
Like, I saw just fans posting about the
So the Superstore
Superstore
opened up the day before, Friday, right? 10 a.m. We got there at 8:14 a.m.
And there was a line.
And there was already 150 people in front of me.
Yeah.
Dude.
That was one of the, I guess, memes you can say. Like, the line for the Superstore this one was, like, huge.
Oh, gigantic. Dude, we were lucky that we were, like, 150th in line. Because by the time they actually opened the doors to get to the actual line inside, wow. There was probably, like, a couple thousand people in line. Which is ridiculous. But you know what? Ain't no fandom like the wrestling fandom, bro. Tell you what.
Take you
Those
away.
guys are freaking dedicated. So yeah, we got in there. The only reason why I wanted to get in there so early is because we learned a lot from the Royal Rumble trip. We really did, which is why this trip was longer than the Royal Rumble trip, because there was a lot of things, not just on the day of the event, but around the day of the event, which is why we took a whole freaking week to do this stuff, right? So, the first time we went to the Superstore at the Royal Rumble, there was things that were sold out, like John Cena t-shirts or Jey Uso sunglasses. I'm like, we're going to get this kid Jey Uso sunglasses, and that's why we showed up so early. We got everything we wanted, and then put back some things that we also wanted because of the budget. I had to put forth a strict budget because of all these things that were happening.
And the frustrating part for me, like, is I know that you really, really wanted a belt.
Yeah. The $300 deposit from the hotel really changes everything. It really does. And then, the frivolous expenses that just needed to happen for some reason, the couple days ramping up to the trip, that changed the game a lot too. I will one day get a new replica belt. It's been, not counting that United States Championship belt that I got at Jay's and then sold to Sime. It's been at least a decade since I got a new championship belt replica, right? One day I'll get it. Maybe
Need someone to buy it for you so you don't sell it.
Maybe I'll just get it on Fanatics, Maybe I'll just get it on Fanatics and not have to do it on the trip, Bada bing, bada boom, stuff like that. But yeah, we had a strict budget of $200, and then my Nana Venmo'd me $50 when I was in line to the store. I'm like, all right, the budget's $250, baby. Let's get it. And then after taxes, it was about $276. So, gotta love it. We got the John Cena shirt. We got the Jey Uso shirt. We got Jey Uso sunglasses. We got him a CM Punk action figure. Because, let's be honest, Tyrion, a little bit more on the cheaper side, because the only thing he actually cared about in there was getting a toy. But, the Jey Uso merch was kind of just like a given, It's like, hey, we got to make you look like a fan, But, yeah, got that. Got this freaking hat. Got this freaking pin. Got the John Cena shirt. Got the John Cena hat. Almost got the wristbands. Almost got the towel. Said no to the wristbands and towel because of the budget. Got a friend of mine a Rhea Ripley shirt. And what else did I get? I think that's pretty much it. It adds up real fast in there. It really does. Goodness gracious. See, I think we went harder in the paint at the Royal Rumble Superstore because that was the first time we ever done it, right? So it's like I didn't need to go and get 6 shirts like I did at the Rumble. See, the point of the Rumble was I really wanted to just kickstart a wrestling t-shirt collection, Yeah. So I kind of just grabbed a shirt from all my favorite wrestlers, Got, Jacob Fatu and other people. So, yeah, there's that. Have you been aware of the location-specific John Cena farewell tour belts that they've been doing? Yeah, the spinner belts. So literally, it's his farewell tour logo, but in the middle of the spinner belt. And instead of the WWE logo, it's his farewell logo, and it spins. And at every location he's been to this year, they have provided a belt that matches the colors of the city. And
do you know how much those would go for aftermarket?
Dude, do you know how much they are now?
I mean, they're probably $600.
They're $1,200.
Easily twice that much aftermarket, though.
See, I don't like custom belts like that.
Yeah, you like real belts.
I like traditional ones that you could see on TV. You know?
The only one custom belts I think would be really cool like that, though, are the ones that, like, say you made it in, like, 2K or something like that. And seeing, like, your creation become, like, a physical thing.
Dude, we're going to get a Scaldstone Productions belt one day.
Oh, yeah.
We really are. Like, freaking quote me on that.
I am.
Like, that's going to happen. Do you want to fix that? Do you hear that?
No.
The buzzing? Never mind. I'm going crazy. Yeah, I could never. It's hard enough rationalizing $600 for a belt you see on TV, but for like a belt that's for like an occasion, like the I was there. I could get an I was there T-shirt. Shoot, I'm wearing an I was there pin right now. I like stuff like that. I like stuff that shows that I was at a place. Yeah, that's cool. That's special. We made the same things for the freaking Too Many Burgers 3.
Yeah.
We made I was there shirts, right? I get it. Do I need $1,000 replica belt that isn't even a replica of anything? It just is to commemorate such a thing. I don't think
Commemorative belt, not a replica belt.
I don't think so, man. And
It is kind of goofy.
It's just hard for me to come around on that, you know?
There obviously there's a market for that, and like someone that's gonna be their favorite thing.
Dude, there is. I think the majority of the locations that they made those belts for, I think the majority are sold out.
I believe that.
Yeah,
and I'm sure that they look cool.
You should look into them after the show. You should.
What, do they not look cool?
No. Some of them are freaking like awesome, beautiful, but. Another thing with me is if one belt looks similar to other belts, it kind of takes the prestige away, in my opinion. Which is why I hate the fact that the women's belts are just the same as the men's belts, but with a white strap. You know, that's the UFC template that they've adopted because of TKO. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. It's freaking. Oh my god. Terrible. But moving on. So yeah, we got all of our cool stuff. If you're curious more specifically of everything that we got, go check out our blog, our vlog of it. It might be out yet. I don't know.
I didn't know you did a vlog.
We did vlog.
I'm happy you did because your last one got a lot of views.
400 views. Yeah. I have a feeling that this is going to get less views because we did not do a toy hunt. Dude, toys on YouTube, that tracks.
Yeah.
It really does.
It does.
I mean, if I get a cool 200 views on this one, heck yeah.
Yeah, pump it out, though. You got to be fast with it.
Yeah, I do got to be fast with it. And I got to do like a clickbaity thumbnail and title. Like, meeting John Cena at War Games. Which I did. And that's what I did at 3 o'clock on Friday. Yeah. The line, there was thousands of people in line to meet John Cena.
Oh, yeah.
Which is crazy. Because do you know how much it cost to meet John Cena?
It was... You told me.
It was $475 after tax. Wow. Yeah, almost $500. Dude, there doesn't even need to be a superstore. John Cena makes profit just by being there for 2 hours. Come one, come all. Get a photo with me. Just costs $500. Crazy, dude. And, you know, in hindsight, I am a bit of a clown. Because, like, there is another opportunity to meet him in January at, like, a fan expo for, like, $150.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Throwing on another trip in my schedule, that probably would have been a total of, like, $500 anyways. Ridiculous. Redonkulous, man. But, truly, did I tell you about the kind of moment that I had finally meeting John Cena?
No. You didn't tell me anything about it.
Dude, what was it like when you found out that I met John Cena?
What I texted you was my reaction.
What was
Oh
that
my
again?
god. Oh my god. That's the guy.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know if you were being sarcastic or not or something.
No.
Dude. Did you know that I was meeting him?
No.
So what was that like from you? Like, I gotta know.
I thought it was a spur of the moment thing. I thought you got there and it was like, holy shit, you can meet John Cena? We're gonna do that now.
Dude. Okay, so like, it was dreadful waiting in that line. Not because it was taking a long time or anything typical like that, but it was like, the whole time I was like, oh my God, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Because it's not a meet and greet, right? You know, with photo ops, it's like you get in there, you take the picture, you get out of there, which really sucks. Which is, you know, I'm a huge hypocrite because I tell Vinny, hey, you know, those photo ops, they're not really worth the freaking pennies, man. Because, like, you don't really get to have a conversation with them. And that's what I value most with people like that. You know, pick their brain a little bit, you know? But, like, for John Cena, you just got to make the exception.
Yeah.
That's John Cena. That's my Mount Everest. Truly, when it comes to meeting people, I'm never going to be shy for another one good question ever again. Are you freaking kidding me? Anyways, but yeah, the whole time I was like, oh my God, I could see him. We're getting closer, and we're getting closer. That's him. He's moving around, shaking people's hands, talking to people in real life, in front of me. Dude, and mind you, the closest I've ever been to John Cena was at Lucas Oil Stadium, 400 feet away in the second bowl, watching the Royal Rumble.
And I remember you talking about that. We're like, yo, dude, I was at the same place as John Cena.
Yeah, because like as a kid, you know, I went to a SmackDown, right? And then went to a couple Raws in my 20s. I'd never seen John Cena actually wrestle in person. Never have. Never did. And when he announced his farewell tour, I was like, I'm gonna try to be as involved as I possibly can. And that didn't mean like go to all the locations, go to all the events.
Oh, wow, good luck with that.
Yeah, right. There are some people that could do that.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Green shirt guy.
Green shirt guy. But truly, that meant I was watching TV more. You know, I was keeping up to date with all the episodes and stuff. But then, you know, we do the Royal Rumble, and then we do Survivor Series, the first and last PLE of his tour. Dude, do you know how accomplished I feel? And I did it with Tyrion. And Tyrion...
That does have to feel special.
Tyrion was like an unexpected element of that decision, too. Because it's like, both those trips started with, I really want someone like Marcellus to come. I really want someone like, I don't know, Mason to come if he's got money, you know? But then it's like, hey, I got a nephew that loves wrestling, and he's unemployed. He could do things. He could come and do things.
He's unemployed. I mean, he goes to school.
All I gotta do is get permission from his mom, you know? And, you know, his mom wants cool things in his life as much as I do, you know? And so what quickly became a decision to see John Cena became a full-blown Jey Uso campaign, you know? And I can get into, if you guys want me to speak on that or you want to hear or see any of that, the Rumble vlog is on the channel, and the tell-all is also, you know, podcast episode is also on the channel. So if you want that side of things, you can. But we get closer to John Cena. And let me tell you how this goes. Dude, I don't remember taking the photo. I was like going in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. All right.
Legit, okay? And I'm a huge advocate for, hey, don't be one of those crazies who are like all celebrity fanatics, right? Okay? people who go gaga about celebrities, it's unhealthy, right? It's doing a dishonor to who you can be as an individual. If you're too caught up in being, oh my gosh, I met this famous person.
But John Cena's like literally your hero, my guy.
John Cena, okay, this is gonna sound
He
is gonna sound
he
crazy.
is a real life superhero.
This is gonna sound a little bit, what's the word? Blasphemous? Yeah, this is gonna sound blasphemous, okay? But be prepared.
I know what you're talking about.
John Cena was JC before I knew the real JC.
Yeah.
Before I knew Jesus, truthfully, the number one influence in my life for be a good person was John Cena.
John Cena, JC, Jesus Christ, JC.
And I know that might hurt the feelings of like someone like my dad, right? I love my dad. I look up to my dad. He taught me a lot of things. But like the ultimate giga good guy that I thought was real was John Cena. And I was 9. You know? And even after I found out wrestling wasn't, you know, the most unscripted thing, I still had a lot of respect for him because like he stood on like a lot of good morals and, you know, hustle, loyalty, respect, never give up, rise above hate. You know, this guy was always preaching about being great, being successful, chasing your dreams. That's what I do, Jordan. Okay, I am a dream chaser. And I do think I have a lot of credit to give to John Cena for the way I think. The way I believe in myself, dude. And like it's crazy. I never want to be that wrestling fan parent that prioritizes myself over my nephew or my kid in the future. So I did give Tyrion the floor first. I'm like, John, this is Tyrion. Hi, Tyrion. Can't lie. It was actually kind of cool to hear him say Tyrion. Acknowledge Tyrion's existence. You shall. You know? But, hey, fun fact. We were in bed the night before.
Yeah.
Hey, are you excited to see John Cena tomorrow? You could go without me. What? John Cena's all right. What are you talking about? I don't know. I'm just not the biggest John Cena fan. I like Jey Uso more. I'm like, I know, but that's John Cena. He's like, yeah. Well, can you take the picture with me? Yeah, I'll go with you. He could not care less. Well, he probably could. Because there was a couple times in line where he was like, oh my gosh, we're going to meet John Cena. But he was definitely more excited for Jay.
That's just the age demographic,
right?
Like, shift.
Yeah, that's just the
John
generational
Cena wasn't
thing.
the guy for him.
Yeah, because like in his perspective, John Cena's like he's one of the older guys that wrestles sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
John Cena is like the Undertaker.
John Cena is older than his grandma.
No. Listen. Like, for me and you, right, we watched, well, more so you, but, like, the wrestling we watched was, like, early 2000s, mid-2000s.
I totally understand what you mean. The guys who were on their way out when we started watching wrestling. Yeah. That's guys like Undertaker, like you said. Yeah.
Undertaker, Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And just, like,
The Rock.
Hell, even, like, The Rock, Kevin Hart.
Yeah. We're going to ignore that you said Kevin Hart.
I noticed.
But yeah, for Tyrion, John Cena falls under that category of, yeah, you saw him wrestle a few times, but he was already on his way out. So, you know, there's other people to invest in as you
Just
get
an old
older
guy.
and watch the product, you know. But yeah, Tyrion just has like this super cool, I don't know, this respect upon him where he totally did that for me. And that's weird to think about, for him to have the maturity at 6 years old to do something for his uncle and be there for his uncle because he knows that this is a big moment for his uncle, which is crazy to think about, right?
It was pretty cool that you got to meet Jey Uso too.
Yeah, dude, my favorite wrestler and then his favorite wrestler in the same trip. Dude, what a way to go out, because this is like the last time I'm doing this in a very long time. I gotta get out of debt, man. I gotta.
You told me how much money this trip was. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, that Colorado trip was something else too.
Dude, it all adds up. But yeah, very satisfying. We checked out all the boxes with the Rumble trip and this trip, for me to be satisfied enough to not have to go until I'm financially right, like all the way financially right, you know. But we finally meet John Cena, right? We take the picture, which again I don't remember taking. Tyrion walks away immediately. And I'm like, hey, just before I go, and like John Cena's like, oh yeah, like he kind of like just suddenly turns over. Did not expect that I would still be sticking around and saying hi, but I was like, hey, for 17 years, I always wondered if I ran into you, what we would talk about. And Jordan, dude, I think John Cena has mastered body language, and he's mastered empathy.
Absolutely.
Because the look of curiosity on his face made it blatantly clear.
You wore the goat hat.
Yeah.
I had to see what hat you wore.
Made it blatantly clear that he was listening. And not only was he listening, but the look on his face made it look like he cared about what I was saying, which is crazy to think. But I was like, I've always wondered what I would say. But just to keep it short, I'm an independent filmmaker, and we'll talk some more on set somewhere. That's what I told him.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I told him that in the future, you know. And his look of curiosity turned into a smile that showed all of his teeth. And he's like, I like that. I appreciate you, man. You guys take care now. Have a great night.
That's great.
I'm like, you too, John. Thank you.
That's great.
And then I walk away. And that, it wasn't a lot, but it's exactly what I needed. Ever since I was, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, something like that, always wanted to see John Cena. Always wanted to meet him. You know, and it probably started from like, oh, I wanted to meet John Cena because he's a cool guy. But over several years, I want to meet John Cena and talk to him about how much he changed my life almost, you know? Or at least, you know, was a good role model, you know? And Jordan, I've been talking for 59 minutes. I could never in a photo op tell John Cena everything he ever meant to me. Bro, I could not do that succinctly. I could not do that briefly. So I got straight to the point. Hey, we'll talk later while we're making a freaking movie one day. And he appreciated that. And that's all the motivation I need to continue chasing my dreams. Okay? Now, Jesus Christ above all else. But throwing a little John Cena in there. throwing a little John Cena on there so I could have a full circle moment one day when I've made it. I'll take that. And that's something I'll carry with me until I fulfill that prophecy. Because John Cena, he's a big fan of people chasing their dreams. And he's an even bigger fan of people fulfilling those dreams. He's all about work hard, earn the sunset, all that stuff. We're gonna. And I'm gonna be crazy enough to do some writing after this too. Crazy. Stuff's gotta get done, But after that, I don't really know what we did after that. It's been such a blur. But fast forward to the next day, Saturday. Doing the damn thing, Survivor Series, War Games in San Diego, 2025. Right? You got any questions for me, baby boo?
How much longer you got?
About 30 minutes.
Okay.
Why?
That's a lot.
It is.
It's 12 o'clock.
Yeah, you got plans at 12:30?
Kinda.
Kinda. This weirdo plans things at 12:30. I bet it's a Zoom call. I bet he plans Zoom calls with his people that he works with at 12:30 just to make them stay up because he's a big fat jerk. What a big fat jerk Jordan Van Cleve is. Wow. What a guy. This man becomes assistant manager of wherever the hell he works at. And he thinks he just could schedule freaking Zoom calls in the middle of the night. Something must be wrong with you. Must be on like a power trip, huh? Freaking power trip maniac. Okay. I'll get off. But yeah. Long story short. Okay, I hate it when you do that one. Like honestly, it's so long.
I always forget which one it is.
Okay, so
that's one I wanted.
Okay. After circling the entirety of Petco Park, we find the. Can you stop it, please? Please. We find the right gate where they're accepting floor level people. And we're about 10th in line for that, which I'm really excited about because I wanted to be one of the first people in on the floor. And we're so close to the entrance. Jordan, I will say, if you ever go to a live WWE event, especially War Games, it'll never happen because you're not interested in stuff like that. But if you do, it's all smaller than you'd think. It really is. Like the entrance, you would think the entrance is 6 feet tall, but it's not. It's more like 8 feet, But it really is smaller than you'd expect. But it was still awesome. It was still significant. It was still really cool. The setup, amazing. I mean, you could see it on TV. You'll see it on the vlog. What are you doing? The people at home didn't need to see that, you freaking weirdo. You just kangarooed the freaking Prime bottle.
Keep talking.
Oh my gosh. Anyways. The show started out great. We loved the Women's War Games match, right? That was fun. Io Sky was just having a time. Like, she was just out there having fun, for real. She did her trash can spot. That was awesome, right? But I will say, being 8 seats away from the ramp, not close enough to the ramp. Yeah. Yep. At first, I'd say the first half of the show. Heck, maybe a little bit more than the first half of the show.
Well, were you actually one of the first people to get in there?
Yeah. On the floor? Yeah.
Yeah, why didn't you get as close as you could?
I have a assigned seat.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, we were there before the front row people. I would have grabbed the front row seat. What are you talking about, man? Crazy. But, yeah, I'd say for like the first half, people were, being well behaved. So I could see people coming out the entrance and stuff. But by the John Cena match and then by the men's War Games match, it was nearly impossible to see people walk out the entrance. And that's why I bought those tickets in that spot, And so I was getting really frustrated. And I was sitting there getting annoyed by people.
Short.
There's also that. But I'm going to live longer than the people who are taller than me.
Should have
So
put Tyrion on your shoulders.
I was thinking about that, but he's getting very heavy.
You're strong enough.
He's getting very heavy. The goal was to get the sign on TV, and that's what we did. Yeah, sign got on TV.
That's cool.
So I was sitting there. If I ever do this again, and if I ever get floor tickets, we will be doing this at a venue that is indoors. Because whenever WWE does something outdoors, they do their whole Titantron thing. Well, the Titantron needs legs if it's not hanging from the ceiling. There was a pillar in our way, basically the whole time. And it was kind of pissing me off. Like, if they went on this side of the ring, I could see them. And if they went on this side of the ring, I could see them. But, in the middle, where most of the action is scripted, most of the spots happen, yeah, could not see that. Paid about $1,200 to $1,600 total in just, seats to watch a damn TV. It was a little bit frustrating. And then, why I bought the tickets, being close to the ramp, that was kind of not being fulfilled because people were standing around me, standing on chairs around me. People were leaving.
People were standing on the top of the chairs?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
People were leaving their own seats to come over to my section to see John Cena walk out, and that pissed me off too. I was getting really aggravated, okay? Having this whole, did I waste a bunch of money to have a poor experience? Really? And then, come men's War Games match, Braun Breaker does something cool. Braun is the big dog, and so all the freaking people in the audience go, row, 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 And, I'm getting frustrated, and I look over at Tyrion, and he goes, Braun Breaker goes, rawr, rawr. And he laughs at himself, and he smiles, and he has no problem watching the big TV. And all my anger goes away. I'm like, this is why I bring him on these trips. Because truthfully, as a solo adult, I feel like these trips would not be as fun. I truly believe that. And watching a kid have fun at a wrestling show and not really care about or worry about anything else, because I'm worried about, like, the logistics, the ins and outs, the numbers, why I'm here, blah, blah, blah. This kid's just happy to be here. He's doing the thing, And it reminded me to chill. And I was really happy about that. And, I started feeling way better after that. But even then, so right before Jey Uso comes out, Tyrion's like, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, shoot, bro, your favorite wrestler's about to walk out. How about we wait until his entrance comes, and then we'll go, okay? So, Jey Uso comes out. We do the yeets, Just me, Us. Day one-ish. I record 40,000 people doing like this, which is super fun. So fun. I've been part of two crowds doing that, and it does not get old. It does not get old, bro. Oh my gosh. That's probably like my favorite thing to do within the crowd. You know, those drunks surrounding me, oh, they became a little bit nicer because we were doing that, you know. But the best views we got of the match was when I was taking him to the bathroom because we were finally around that pillar. And let me tell you, that was the best time we could do a bathroom break.
Why is that?
Because on our walk there, for the first time in WWE history, maybe even wrestling history, in the middle of the match, Jey Uso goes, run it back. And they just start playing his entrance music in the middle of the match. They just have a quick yeet session with everybody in the whole bowl, man. Right? And we're standing, and we have a great view of this, and I'm getting all of this on tape for the vlog. And I'm like, yeah, that's when the sign got on TV. That's when the sign got on TV. It's not very clearly on TV, but you know it's us because you know it's us. Big pink sunglasses, man. Okay, how many other people got big pink sunglasses in the crowd? 0. Bro, that probably made the night, to be honest. Because we were yeeting, we were standing up. I was not surrounded by people.
You gotta find a picture or something of the wrestling show of you guys on the show TV.
Oh yeah,
send it to James.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Jackie and Uncle Oliver for videotaping that. Actually, okay. They watched it at home.
They got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Send that to James like right now.
I'll send it to James. Someday.
Not to use in the episode.
I know. I'll send it to him someday.
You know, this episode comes out in like 5 days, right?
Yep. And we are recording
4
this
days.
right now, so we can't even send it to him right now.
You could. You just don't want to.
This current recording?
Yeah.
I'll send it when we send the recording to him.
You could be like, hey Jordan, say something funny, and then send it.
I'm talking about that recording and that recording.
Yeah.
All right, you're being a silly Billy now. Anyways, that really made the night for me. You know, we hurry up to the closest bathroom, which is, you know, not close because you're on the field. So you have to.
You know what? Good point. That's a really good point.
So you got to go up a lot of stairs, but, you know, I'm trying to watch as much as I possibly can when that happens. You know, Brock Lesnar comes out, and I don't like Brock Lesnar, so I'm like, okay, piss break, you know. And so we come back, we catch Roman Reigns' entrance, which is glorious, and we watch the finish, and I'm like, you know, hey, Tyrion.
Say his name and he appears.
I'm like, hey, Tyrion, do you see those hundreds of people not in their damn seat that they paid for? Every person that was not in their seat kind of pissed me off because it's like, I probably paid more than them, and yet because of their ignorance, they might as well be getting front row seats because they would choose to stand and be in front of people and be jerks. But it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm like, you know what? They're breaking the rules. We're breaking the rules. And so Tyrion and I, we basically walk up pretty close to, I don't know, we're about 40 yards out from the cage. I'm like, we're going to finish the show here. Well, there was only 5 more minutes of the show left. But it's better than none.
Yeah.
Better than none. And so
yeah.
We loved it. A lot of people hated the finish.
What was it?
So the match actually had a lot of steam, a lot of cool moments, right? Like any War Games match, which is why I love War Games. It's my favorite stipulation match.
Okay, but why was the finish bad?
We were leaving. Multiple people were like, well, that kind of sucked. Let me tell you. And I think the main issue is because the finish was kind of sudden, and it had the intention of us caring about what stories were going to come of it than us just enjoying a really good match, which, you know, can be good sometimes, but not for War Games. War Games is War Games. War Games is the last really big, cool thing before WrestleMania. No, before the Royal Rumble again, you know? Now listen. So, CM Punk tries to pin someone. They kick out. I forgot who that someone was. But a man in all black, right? Wearing a black mask. You didn't even see what their skin color was. Black pants, black sweatshirt, black hoodie actually, gloves, boots, the whole thing, right? Might as well have been wearing a black morph suit at that point. But they break into the cage. They take down CM Punk. The guy does a stomp on his head. Now keep in mind, that's the signature move of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins and CM Punk have always hated each other. So we would like to think that's CM Punk, but CM Punk is injured right now. So it's very confusing. But anyways, he delivers a stomp to CM Punk's face, and then he gets the hell out of there. Braun Breaker, kind of confused, hits the ropes, spears CM Punk, pins him 1, 2, 3, bell rings. And a lot of people didn't like that. People thought that it got cut short. A lot of people thought that was a cheap-ass way to end a wrestling match. So people didn't like it. But, you know, I'd like to think I loved a lot of the moments that I caught. Not just from, you know, the bathroom perspective, but on video. All the spots that people are talking about right now were the spots that I caught on camera. And I'm really happy about that. Except for the Cena match. I wanted to get like a photo of the match. Be like, hey, boom. This is going to be a cool photo to share in like 20 years to my kids or something. But like every time I tried to stop and take a picture, you know, maybe get like a good one. Dude, there was like some drunk asshole. Move. Bro, there's thousands of people trying to do this right now. Okay? Chill. I want my one photo. All I did was get a photo of John Cena looking very old and getting beat up. I did not want to get a photo of John Cena getting beat up, but it's whatever. It's whatever. But we get home or to the hotel after taking a trolley. Homie is falling asleep on the trolley. Homie's doing one of those. You know? And that's a sign that it was a really long but good day, you know? And we go to the hotel, and it was just a really good night, you know? What I really appreciate it being in California is that it got done at like 7:40, you know? As opposed to when you did it in Indy, it got done at like 11 almost. And then after that, the only thing that was left was the Jey Uso meet and greet, man. Or the Jey Uso photo op, I should say. And, you know, that was basically the cherry on top of the whole trip. Because this was the photo op that Tyrion was excited for, right? And from what we learned, Jordan, what were the rules of... Oh, I didn't even tell you the rules of the photo ops. There's these rules. No asking for autographs. Put your phone away as soon as they scan in your ticket. And keep it moving, right? Got a lot of people to get through, okay? That's why you can't do those two first things, right? But we're in line for Jey Uso, and we're next. And I see Jey Uso sign this one kid's shirt. And I was like, ooh, he kind of snuck that in there. Huh. I wonder if that was allowed. Well, that morning, just in case, I put a marker in my pocket, right? Just in
Always
case.
just in case.
Always just in case. Now, it wasn't a good marker. It was not a Sharpie. It was like a dollar store pink marker. But it's all we had. So we rolled with it, right? We're going to put some UV spray on that thing later. But anyways, I was really excited to tell Jay about this sign. I was like, hey, Jay, this is Tyrion. You know, the same way as John, right? I'm like, hey, dude, we saw you win at the Royal Rumble in Indy. And this sign, we brought this sign. Also, this sign saw you win in Indy. He liked that. We took a quick picture. After the picture, I was like, hey, man, look, even your dad signed it. You know? Kind of like asking but not asking, you know? Hey, look, your dad signed it right here. He's like, oh, man, give me that. That's like exactly how he said it, too. He's like, give me that. I'm like, shoot, for real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'm like forgetting which pocket I put the freaking marker in. And I pull it out, dude. And he's like, yeah, man, I got you. I was like, man, I didn't really think we could do this. But he's like, nah, man, you were cool. Dude, we dap each other up. And the only thing I regret is not having Tyrion thank him properly. But we both did say thank you. But, like, we kind of looked like we just walked off. But we surely did appreciate it. We surely did appreciate it. And he knows that we were thankful. We made that known, right? And the cherry on top of that, dude, Tyrion and I, we're hugging each other. We're like, oh my God, I cannot believe that he signed that. Like, we're both like, we cannot believe that he just signed that, right? Because like the dream was for him to maybe run into us in February at the Rumble and like find that cool. But we got to do that at the meet and greet in freaking November, bro. 10 months later. That's an investment, dude.
Yeah.
And that was so gratifying.
Yeah.
But guess what freaking happened after that?
What's that?
And you probably saw it. You definitely saw it.
What?
A lady, right after we're about to walk away, she comes in with a WWE shirt on. Looks like a work shirt. She's like, hey, I just captured that whole interaction on video.
I did not see that.
She's like, if we send this video to you, could you text us back your consent for us to use that on our socials? And I'm like, yeah. Yes, you can. Please. Don't look up their socials. I don't think they've posted anything on it yet. But, dude, she hands me her phone to put in my number, and my freaking hands are shaking. My hands are shaking. The last time my hands were shaking was when I realized I could buy a John Cena meet and greet, dude. It was just a lot at the same time. Having Tyrion meet Jey Uso. Having Jey Uso sign the sign that we made back in January for a freaking Royal Rumble. And then a lady saying that she captured that on video? What? Dude, I was going to have a stroke. It's not on Facebook or anything. It was a story post. So it's expired if you're looking for that. I'll show you the video later, though. But, like, the fact that we were just the two guys that she caught on video because we brought a cool Yeet sign for her or for him. Dude, my hands are shaking just thinking about it. I remember putting in my phone number, and I was struggling because I was getting overwhelmed with pure joy that this whole thing happened. And Tyrion and I, we just left in disbelief. We left in disbelief. We got to do and capture all the things that we wanted to do.
Does Jey Uso not have an Instagram?
He does. It's really hard to find.
Okay.
His handle is Oosey Juicy.
Okay.
Yeah. Why?
I was gonna check. His personal. How do they spell it?
With
there it
C's.
is. Fatu. Yeah. I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Please go on.
But I mean, that's as far as the wrestling related stories go. That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. We went to this park that was across the way from the San Diego Convention Center. Did you know that's the same place that they do the Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Dude, that place looks like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory from the outside. Like, honestly,
I can imagine.
it's gigantic.
It's huge, yeah.
Gigantic, dude. Bro, it looks like the Iowa Event Center is, like, puny.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, it just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been?
No. I've seen pictures, though.
Dude, it's crazy. But, like, across the street was, like, this perfect park. It's called the Children's Park, and it prioritizes children's safety. It was for the children of San Diego. I mean, what park isn't, though?
I think I've heard of Children's Park.
Dude, it's got, like, this amazing water area. It's got all these trees. It's got a gated playground. Bro, you know how chill it was taking him that playground after every wrestling thing that we did? Where I could just sit at a bench, not worry about my kid getting stolen, because as long as I got my eyes on the gate door, we're Gucci. Not to mention, hey, Jay, thank you for being so clutch, and your merch colors for this trip was highlighter yellow. Truly. Or maybe almost green. Highlighter green. Yeah, Tyrion stuck out like a sore thumb at that part. It was perfect. Yeah, after that, we got ice cream at an ice cream truck that showed up to the park. And then we did some San Diego travel, man. With Brett and Marissa. You know, they took us to the Cove over by La Jolla. We went and saw some seals by the ocean and a lot of birds and cool stuff like that, you know. I saw the edge of the continent.
That's really cool.
Right? Like, we went to New York and saw that. But, like, we saw the beach, you know, which is really cool.
We didn't go to the beach at New York. That's one of the things I regretted.
I didn't know there was one, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I guess, you know, wherever there's ocean, there should be a beach, right?
There's a huge beach in the northern, well...
It's just that when
not
people
northern
think of,
side,
like,
like-
seeing the ocean, they don't think, like, New York. But I'm glad
go
you
to-
did,
if you-
because I like New York.
If you go to New York during the summer, it's really popular.
But, yeah, it was really trippy, you know, where you see the ocean line and you don't see anything past that.
Yeah. I can imagine that, honestly.
You know, it was sundown too. It was just beautiful. Beautiful way to end off a great trip. And on Monday, we did nothing. On Monday, we did nothing. Yeah. I wanted it to be a week long because I wanted to get some writing in. And then for some reason, my computer was just not compatible with the Wi-Fi at all there. It was like rejecting it for some reason.
Really?
It was really weird. But
There it is. Coney Island. There's a big beach on Coney Island.
hell yeah.
That's one of the places I want to
Hey,
go. but
Coney
we-
Island's pretty famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday we did nothing. We did a little bit of swimming at the hotel, right? Watched Monday Night Raw.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right. And packed. And today's today.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
Now
And I
we're
told you
here.
I got 30 more minutes in me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got any questions, statements?
Honestly,
Concerns?
no. I mean, you wrapped it up. You explained a lot of things. So, like,
Yeah,
you did good.
yeah.
I can't believe that, you know, you had some pretty amazing things happen to you on this trip.
Truthfully.
And like that's something that Tyrion will never forget, and you will never forget.
Oh, dude.
Because like you might be 26 years old, but you're still growing too.
I was 9 when I met John Cena. What are you talking about? I reverted back.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's one of those situations.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, doing the things that I do, I've met enough special people, celebrities, to keep my cool meeting such a guy like John Cena. Truthfully, if I met John Cena when I was like 21 and had never met a pro wrestler yet, I'd probably piss my pants. Truthfully. But I don't know. All these years of training, I think I was the correct type of man that I needed to be meeting John Cena and having 15 seconds to tell him whatever I wanted to tell him.
Yeah.
So, that was the Survivor Series tell-all episode.
Rank this live event or PLE out of 10.
So the PLE show specifically,
Yeah.
probably like a 6.
Nice. All right. Isaac, it's been a wonderful time. You had a wonderful time on your trip. I had a wonderful time on Thanksgiving. I'm very glad that we
this
both
house
had
was
a good
like
time.
empty.
Yeah,
for a whole week because Sime had to go. Because of Sime having to go, Jeezy had to go, and then I just so happened to go at the same time. And then you were just basically the watchman here, and then you
nice.
had a holiday.
It was nice. Normally, like when everyone's gone, I start freaking out. Like actually, like this is something I haven't talked about, but like I start seeing things and hallucinating. I get really freaky.
My mom's the same way.
But this time it didn't happen, and honestly, it was super chill, and I had a great time. I kind of want you guys to leave again.
I'm busy all the time, so.
No, it's great. But who or what do you dedicate this podcast episode
This
to?
podcast episode goes out to Brett and Marissa.
I would love to meet those guys. They sound pretty sick.
Yeah, cousin Brett and girlfriend Marissa. I love and appreciate you guys. You guys really helped out in more ways than one for this entire trip. Like seriously, on Sunday, I was like, "Hey T," like they're driving, we're in the back seat. I'm like, "Hey T, you want to thank Brett and Marissa for basically being our parents this whole trip, right?" And
How old is Brett?
31.
Oh, so he's not that much older than you.
No. Nope.
Good for him. That's cool.
Yep. Yeah. Brett's the oldest. And then I think at 27 or 28 is Troy. And then just a few months older than me is Lacey.
I know Lacey.
And then exactly a year younger than me, we share a birthday, is Danielle. Yeah. And that's all the cousins from the
Damn Lingelbachs.
the Lingelbach trio, Jack, Joe, and Jim. So, yeah. Even though they're all my second cousins because my dad decided to have children at the same time that his uncles were. It's crazy, right? How that works?
Yeah.
Like, these people are my peers, but like, they're my dad's direct cousins, not mine. You know how weird that is?
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, this one goes out to you, Brett and Marissa. Oh, gosh. You guys are awesome. Definitely not my last time in San Diego. Jordan Hooter, what do you podcast to?
I dedicate this podcast episode out to my sister Miracle. She's pretty great.
Yeet. I'm
Got to
sorry
spend
you
some
didn't
time
talk
with you.
too much this episode.
No, it's okay, my guy. You had a lot to talk about.
I did.
That's why I wanted this episode to be a two-parter, because I wanted you to take your time with it. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, this will not be a two-part.
Do a double.
People
episodes
wouldn't
next
care
week.
enough to follow up on the second half.
Our wrestling content seems to do pretty well, you know.
Our one vlog at the Rumble, yeah.
I mean, our regular episodes that we talk about wrestling on, they generally track higher than our other ones.
Well, that's because wrestling's cool and Transformers is lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Amen on 3.
Amen on 3.
1, 2, 3.
Amen.
Good job.
Why'd you do that?
Because you swapped it on me.
Yeah, it was about time you got me back.